Donald Trump warns Europe that US will never come to help them if they are under attack. A senior European commissioner revealed that former US President Donald Trump had made alarming statements to the President of the European Commission in 2020, implying that the US would abandon Europe in case of an attack, and that NATO was obsolete. Thierry Breton, a French European commissioner in charge of the internal market, which includes defence, recounted the conversation between Trump and Ursula von der Leyen at the European Parliament on Tuesday. He said he had heard it from multiple news sources. Breton quoted Trump as saying to von der Leyen, who was then Germany's defence minister at the World Economic Forum in Davos in 2020, "You need to understand that if Europe is under attack, we will never come to help you and to support you." He also said that Trump had declared, "By the way, NATO is dead, and we will quit NATO." The Jerusalem Post reported that Trump had added, "And by the way, you owe me $400 billion because you didn't pay, you Germans, what you had to pay for defence." Von der Leyen was one of the European leaders who resisted Trump's pressure to increase their defence spending and contributions to NATO. Trump's hostility towards NATO and his apparent deference to Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, raised serious concerns about his foreign policy and his commitment to the transatlantic alliance. The former president claimed that he understood Putin and that he had waited for him to leave office before launching an invasion of Ukraine. Breton said that Trump's 2020 remarks were a big wake-up call and warned he may come back. Trump is running for the Republican presidential nomination again, despite facing 91 criminal charges, legal challenges to block his candidacy, and various civil lawsuits. He is leading the polls among Republican voters, ahead of his main rivals, Ron DeSantis, the ultra-conservative governor of Florida, and Nikki Haley, a former governor of South Carolina and UN ambassador. This raises the question, what would happen if the United States actually stopped supporting its allies? The implications of the United States withdrawing its support are far-reaching and complex. Let's delve into what this could entail. We begin with the shifting power dynamics. A withdrawal of US support could lead to a power vacuum, potentially providing an opportunity for other global powers to step in. Countries like Russia and China, for instance, may seize the chance to increase their influence in Europe. This could fundamentally alter the balance of power that has been in place since the end of the Second World War. Next, let's consider the potential for conflict escalation. The US has long served as a deterrent against aggression in Europe, particularly from Russia. Without this buffer, smaller European nations, especially those bordering Russia, might feel more vulnerable to potential aggressions. The resulting tension could lead to an arms race or even open conflict. Then there's the impact on global stability. The US and Europe have been stalwarts of the international order for decades. Their alliance has underpinned global economic stability, peacekeeping efforts, and the promotion of democratic values. A fracture in this relationship could have ripple effects far beyond Europe, unsettling markets and geopolitical alliances worldwide. Expert opinions echo these concerns. Prominent political analyst Dr. Susan Peterson warns that the withdrawal of US support could trigger a domino effect, leading to a more fragmented and volatile world. Similarly, Professor John Mitchell from the University of Oxford suggests that such a move could be a game-changer for the post-war international order, with repercussions that we can only begin to imagine. This statement by Trump, though controversial, has opened up a conversation on the nature and future of international alliances. It's a debate that's far from over and one that will shape the course of global politics in the years to come. So, we've delved into the history, heard the shocking statement, and explored the potential repercussions. Let's quickly recap. We've journeyed through the complex backdrop of international relations that set the stage for Trump's warning. We've scrutinized his blunt message to Europe, a stark departure from long-standing US policies. We've also grappled with the potential fallout of his words, which could reshape alliances and affect global stability. This issue is not just about one statement or one leader, it's a reflection of shifting global dynamics and the evolving role of the United States on the world stage. As we stand at this crossroads, the future of global relations hangs in the balance. It's a conversation we must continue to have.